Hello and welcome to Patrick's Models and Transports. It's a video night, so we're having a look at the EFE exclusive first editions. It's branded AEC Ergomatic. Let's see, it says under here, Ergomatic under there, but this is actually an AEC Mercury. And we're having a look at the model, because we only did an unboxing. And right, so first things first, we're going to remove the barrels, which are just here. They're not glued down, so that's very good. And we're giving the model a quick dust. So when I dust a model, I like to use a soft horsehair paintbrush. This is very, very old. It says Glasgow Corporation. I think my grandfather brought this home from school. He was a school teacher. So that's old Glasgow Corporation. And then I use a camera lens cleaning brush with the, which also has the, it also blows air. So this is a very useful thing. And this is also a very, very soft brush that doesn't damage surfaces. So this is a bit dusty. Let's give it a preliminary clean. It might want a bit of LCD cleaning fluid. I think it might very well want. And when I took the barrels off them, I discovered that there's this part here, this metal pole here is not missing. It was just cracked off, so we're going to glue that back on with, you've guessed, we'll be using, as usual, our good friend Glue and Glaze. I mean, I'm not sponsored by Deluxe Materials in any way. I mean, I buy these stuff at my retailers, but I don't know, maybe I should send them an email and say, look, hey, I keep talking about your glue. I wouldn't refuse glue. I wouldn't refuse it at all. This is very good stuff. Okay, anyway, I'm not associated with them in any way, but I do recommend this glue here. This is fantastic. Okay, if they ever sponsor me just in glue, I'll let you know. That wouldn't be bad, considering the amount of stuff I use. Right, so I'm giving this a dust down because it was really dirty. And okay, going in here as well. The good thing of the camera brush is that it's got these quite long bristles, and you can brush and you can blow air as well. Okay, very nice model, huh? Lovely. F registration. Ergomatic. Only pity is that these things are riveted together, so it's impossible to open them up and, you know, make some detailing in the cab without going absolutely mental. Okay, very well. So let's give this I think it's clean enough. I'll give it another wee dust. I mean, we can give it the final polish up. It doesn't need to be spotless. We're not going to be eating a pasta off it. It's clean. It's just dust. Pretty dirty dust. Okay, perfect. That'll do. Goodbye. Right. So, let's have a look at these chains, because you can see here that there's a little, like a peg on top of here, and so what we have to do is just catch the chain, one of the chain links in this little peg. Oops, which is easier said than done. And it's supposed to, I suppose it just has to sort of catch in there and sit there, but it's not wanting to stay. So I think what we have to do here is to help these with a spot of glue and glaze, yes, because otherwise they'll fall off. Here the peg's broken, so same story. Peg's broken over here as well. This peg's actually on. So what we're going to do is we're going to just get some glue and glaze, sit the chains in position, and see if we can save the day working like this. So let's get a piece of paper, a bit of cardboard to put our glue and glaze on. This bit of cardboard will do very well. We'll cut it in half to make it, use it twice. Okay, that'll do. Righto, this is quite a precision job. So I think I'm going to be getting my watchmaker's eyeglass out as well, and my magnifying glass. It's not very clean. Right, brushes out the road. Let's get going. We don't need much glue and glaze in this job, it's not a big job. If I can get the stopper off it. It's stuck. I have to clean the nozzle. Lately I've not been doing it. It's a bit gunked up. Okay. Rubbish off there. Okay, doke. Right, spot of glue, and let's see what we can do. Just really a spot. We need very, very little this time. We might need a wee bit more because we have to glue one of them on, so let's see what we can do. Right, not much. Okay. Righto. Let's see how we can sort this thing out. This is a precision job, and okie doke. So first things first, I would get this one here fixed. I'm seeing orientating the camera so that I'm trying to not speak too loudly. It's my wife's sleeping and I don't want to wake her up. Been very busy this period. Just had a very long, complicated technical translation on warehouse handling, automated systems. And I've been acting as technical consultant. So I'm going to sit this here on there, catch the peg, and that's us. So I think that's good. The glue and glaze will set and hold it in position. Plus glue and glaze is transparent, so we're okay. Here at the back, as you can see, that on these ones the pegs are missing, so it's a bit more tricky, to say the very least. So let's turn this around and see what we can do. maybe the wisest thing to do would be to glue this here back in place. But is that going to be possible without going absolutely bonkers? Of course, an idea would be to use super glue. But as you know, I'm not a big fan of super glue. I'm trying to understand what this stuff is. If it's plastic, I think it's plastic. It's not metal. I'm having a look at it with this. If I can aim for it. Plastic. It's plastic. But I don't know if it's plastic that will work with Tamya cement, so it might be worth a try. Even if I don't think Tamya cement is strong enough in this case here, because it depends on the plastic. So what I would do, I'd try and sit these here on in their respective places first, holding them in position with glue and glaze. This way the chain is supported, and then get that one there glued on using glue and glaze, because I don't know how this thing will react to Tamya cement. That's the problem. It might react well, it might not do anything, and just make her work more complicated, you see. Probably if it weren't on the chain it would be actually better. But if it's on the chain, I'm not taking it off. I am not taking this off. This stays exactly on the chain where it is. This is why I got this thing for a £5. €5, not £5, because it was broken. Yeah, I'm going to put this, I'm going to try catching the chain on like that, you see, and that way we have the chain in place. One, and then this here can go out here, up here like that. It was easier said than done. Let's see how we do. Let's try the Tamya cement way. Let's see what happens. If it's the kind of plastic that's actually going to behave itself with Tamya cement. But I'm not 100% convinced. I'm trying to see and understand what way it's broken. Okay. I'm looking through magnifying glass, by the way. And we're going to take this thing here and sort of find the way it was snapped off. Okie doke. Right, let's put a spot of Tamya cement on there and see if this is going to collaborate. It might be, oof, we'll go with that. It seems to be behaving itself. Let's see. I'm trying to pull these bits of chain over here so that we have yeah, maybe. Let's try again. Trial and error. The one with the light green lid, a quick setting one would be useful now. Pardon me, I'm lifting it up. I think I have to use my fingers. Okay. Right. Oh. Particularly smelly tonight, this stuff. Keeping it pressed in place. Not really very convinced about this. You see, even if it sits here just a little bit, even for just temporarily, and it gives me time to fit the chains in position with the glue and glaze. That way, even if it comes off, it's easier once the chains are held or no longer pulling on it. It would make the repair easier. Let's see what we can do. Right, I'm just putting a blob of glue and glaze here and another wee blob on the other one. And on these two blobs we will now put the chains, because we have to calculate that to have enough tension on the chain there, and this one here. And oh no, that's stuck. Bugger. See what we can do here with this one. Nah, get on there, you. What's it? See, the wee peg's broken here, and you can't fix that. The main thing is to get this here, this one, up. Because I'd like to have it with the chain on, this is a thing. This is my ambition. Okay, we're near, we were on. Let's add some more glue. 20 minutes of this. It's a great video. Okay, I'm adding a blob of glue there, just for the sake of having more. And righto. Maybe this is setting, huh? Maybe if we don't have glue on the tweezers, maybe our life might be better. No. This is not fun. I'm holding that in position with my finger, which will probably get covered in glue, and then it'll... And this one here is going on as well. Pardon the fingers, but there are moments, it's like when you're eating and you use cutlery, and there's moments when you just can't, you have to do without the cutlery. Get on there and stay on there. Now, right. Let me have a look at this thing here closer. So that's okay. That's okay. That's not great. But we could apply... Ooh, that's off. See, now there's we're at an advantage point that we can actually wet this a bit. That's coming back. Moved that. And I straightened it, which is good. Even if it's not perfectly straight, it doesn't really matter. I mean, it's a working lorry. Nothing's ever straight on a working lorry. Okay. And now, by holding this one where it should be, we're just going to just put the chains back up and put some more glue there, put some more glue here, and now we'll just lift the chains up. One goes here, I have to get a toothpick here, another dry one. And this one, this bloke here has to go here. Come on. How's that getting on? Maybe the chain at the back is a bit too slack, so we could do like this. And pull it over a wee bit. And it has to be on top, you see. Nah. Oof. I thought this would be a much simpler job, but it's turning out to be Quite a complicated job. But we'll manage, never fear. Have to get the, and then we'll have to clean the flatbed with all this glue and glaze, but we know how to do that. Okay. Right, I want to look at that with a magnifying glass to try and understand how it's sitting up, if it's caught or if it's just a blob of rubbish here. Okay. Now, this one here, the back isn't very straight. But I did the best I could with this one, with the Tamya cement, because it was impossible. It's not super straight, but it's acceptable in my opinion. So I think we'll just let this thing here set, and we won't look at it until the glue and glaze is set. And the same applies to the Tamya cement over there in the corner. I'm not moving that any over. I'm just staying exactly like that, because there's no point. It doesn't really matter anyway. The good thing is that this bit wasn't missing. It's been glued back on. Let's see how it's behaving. Is it moving? A wee slight movement, but seems to be okay. We'll see. Maybe tomorrow, if it comes off, I'll put a spot of glue and glaze and that's it. So there we go. Here's the AEC Mercury with the Ergomatic cab. Let's just give this a wee dust. Okay, very well. This will be delivering beer to the 00 scale pub, which I have to come up with. Probably build a pub. For the 00 layout, I think I might actually build my own buildings, because I'm more keen on doing things with balsa wood and seeing how to do it than, you know, buying cardboard. And I've considered the cardboard versions as well, and the printouts and all the rest of it, but I think I might just go and make some simple. It'll be a challenge, it'll be a bit of a job, but we'll see. I've not decided. Maybe I'll find something ready-made I can build up and see what's what, or I'll just go with the balsa. And if I use balsa, I'm also going to be using proper glass. We'll see. I'll show you anyway when we're working. Okay. Cheerio. And anyway, a part of the buildings are going to be the HO buildings are also going to double up for the 00 running. Okay. So that's our beer wagon looking better. And cheerio, and see you next time.